And racing, Pod's Chance was slow, so was Belk Road, and getting out nicely was Sniff of Brandy, and going forward, Fangirl's going to cross them. Pod's Chance is charging through on the inside. Up and around the outside here is Pistol's Princess. Oh, the favourite's just been badly checked when it was trying to take the lead. Up to the corner, we'll go back to them here because Fangirl has scampered away after the trouble. Driving to second, Allegro Tycoon. Pistol's Princess will nail down third, then Homebush Nucky fourth. That'd be followed back by What a Party, who didn't jump today. Then Pod's Chance, who was badly checked when going to the lead. Sniff of Brandy, who was handy early, and Belk Road. Bookies result the first, and number 7, Fangirl, who did cross them from the 7. Pod's Chance, after a slow beginning, had charged up and looked like it was going to charge on through and win. Racing, Allegro Senior stepped well. Portobello Patsy's out nicely. Davy Boy Scott's missed the start badly today. Allegro Senior goes to the lead, but Wicked Tycoon drives through underneath it. They'll be followed, drives in behind it, I should say. They'll be followed around by Buzzy Az. Wider on the track, then we've got Homebush Button. Davy Boy Scott trying to recover. Up comes Allegro Senior, will hold from Wicked Tycoon, Buzzy Az. They'll be followed across by Homebush Button. Further back to Davy Boy Scott, who missed it by 10. Then Homebush Rocco. And the last pair, Leroy Jethro never in it, and Portobello Patsy dropped out again. Comfortable enough, Allegro Senior in an 1820 something, not fully up on the board, 1825, so it's led throughout. Racing, Pixie Dust stood there and missed it, and Otto Baxter went out quite well, and up beside it there would have been Homebush Flight. Wider out on the track there, So Unbelievable, trying to slip around the outside, also kicking up between runners there as they come up towards the corner would have been Allegro Boom, but back to the leaders that have slipped well clear here. It's Otto Baxter, Pixie Dust burst to second, Homebush Flight third. Otto Baxter makes it 3 from Pixie Dust, then Homebush Flight, and 5K Leg was fourth. Big gap back, the other Silver Token. Back beside that we had Akanagua, So Unbelievable, and Allegro Boom. Got to check on the home bend and ran last. Otto does it again. 3 straight in the grade, one of them a non-tote, but they pick up, I think, $300 for a winning check there. 5K Leg was slow away, Pixie Dust was slow too, but they both picked up ground and there was trouble going to that first bend. Racing, Ritza Rose, all out reasonably slowly here, and off the inside, Good Time Mike got out well, plenty of time, switches to the inside, Wrinkles Show Speed goes to the lead. Wrinkles to the front, but railing through, plenty of time to second, and they'd be followed through then by Good Time Mike. Back and behind them then to Corborn Sarah. The outside of that, Ritza Rose got a lot of work to do. Further back to Peaky Blinder, Little Prophet second to last, and Homebush Magic is last. Across the top they come, and Wrinkles is getting tired, getting past it here is plenty of time. Good Time Mike around the outside, Ritza Rose starts to charge up the centre, but plenty of time is dashed to the lead and will score from Good Time Mike, tight third. Maybe Corborn Sarah just from Ritza Rose. It was a race within a race, that pair. They'd be followed by Little Prophet. Further back in the race then to Homebush Magic. Getting really tired was Wrinkles, and Peaky Blinder was back with it. Plenty of time scores, and you'd have to say he deserved it on what he's done so far. And racing, Scott My Money comes out well, but Good Time Helen goes with it early too, and Homebush Dodgers thereabouts as well, and out wider there was Wellywood up and around the outside. Pretty tight these first 4, getting a run through on the inside. She's smashing runs into the race. Botany John as well, back with that too. Homebush Slinky, Fortis Memories up to the corner, railing through Scott My Money and leads out wide as Wellywood. Ooh, Scott My Money now. Wellywood maybe second, but Homebush Dodger the inside, not too much in it, and they'd be followed through then by Homebush Slinky. Back behind that runner then would have been Botany John. And further back in the race then, we had Good Time Helen, if I didn't mention it, got swallowed up. And Homebush Slinky, if I haven't mentioned that, coming in with Fortis Memories. Just missed a couple past the post there, but the winner's the one, Got My Money. And for those who are on, that's all they need. Racing Skeleton Witch, an okay break. Homebush Olive was slow and Do More raced right across them. Skeleton Witch comes out after that, and then Bullet Tooth Tony trying to push up. Here's Serve Your Purpose getting into the race. Homebush Olive trying to recover as well. Petra Harker getting well back. Reba Lord is a long way back. Bullet Tooth Tony shuffled with Miss Raz. Up they come. Skeleton Witch in front. Serve Your Purpose down the outside. Skeleton Witch, Serve Your Purpose. Petra Harker got up for third there from Do More in a photo there. With beside that Homebush Olive. Bullet Tooth Tony was back in behind those runners with Reba Lauder and Miss Raz. Now the Witches delivered the prize from the outside. Serve Your Purpose after another slow beginning dashes to second. Petra Harker goes up on the board for third. It got there narrowly but comfortably enough, and then fourth was pretty tight. Keep an eye on this favourite, and Tarizar does have its head down to the lids. Here comes the bunny and racing, and Tarizar hopped out nicely away on the outside. Miss Selfie's going with it early, but Tarizar crosses Miss Selfie's into the first bend, and Botany Cell's got handy. It gets to third. It's followed through by King Selection. Opawa Chris checking around the corner, and Makes Me Mum goes past that with Take a Real Ass well back in Derby Lane. Tarizar out by 6 or 7 lengths here. Miss Selfie's is giving chase, then Botany Cell. Makes Me Mum's running on further back to King Selection, Take a Real Ass, Opawa Chris, and Derby Lane up to the corner. Tarizar comfortably in front, chasing hard as Miss Selfie's. Tarizar, Miss Selfie's. Into third, Makes Me Mum, a good run, just ahead then of Botany Cell. Further back, Take a Real Lass and King Selection, Derby Lane and Opawa Chris. On the board, what have we got? Be a pretty good lick, I think, even on this track. Well, 30.45 probably gives an indication. Track running a bit slower today, but 30.45 is tidy. 11.88 was the run home. 7 goes up from the 1. The 5, nice run, Makes Me Mum, first up in this grade, and ran past Botany Cell, who usually finds the line okay and got handy today. Racing Aeroplane Ritzy, only midfield away, is going to have some work to do here, and Ollie Baxter leads out. Sarah Campbell runs to second. Charging through on the inside there to make up ground was Opawa Hawley, gets quite handy, gets into second. Following it through there, we've got Homebush Grew, Opawa Jen trying to make up good ground. Further back in the race, Aeroplane Ritzy, I think it's too far from them, starting to make some ground now. Back behind that there, we've got Buster Boy as they come up towards the corner, and Sarah Campbell's drifted back on the corner. It is Ollie Baxter that turns first, trying hard as Opawa Hawley and battling away to Homebush Grew, but Ollie Baxter is in first, win on the track from Opawa Hawley. And they'd be followed across then by Homebush Grew, and Aeroplane Ritzy got going late but was never a winning chance. Corborn Josh back in behind those runners. Buster Boy is well back today, and Sarah Campbell dropped out to be last with the par with Jen. Whew. What about this? Bookies have had a couple of wins today. And racing, Sweet As Bros missed the start by 10 lengths, and Applause bolts to the lead from She's a Humdinger around that first bend, gets handy enough, and Botany Liz around the outside, nice and handy too, then Thrilling Ava, and that'd be followed through then by Zamatis Lass. Paddy Baxter's got a long way back, further back to Sweet As Bro, no chance, and Glades are popping. Down the back goes Applause, and out by about 4 or 5 lengths here on Botany Liz. She's a Humdinger the outside of that. Further back in the race then we've got Zamatis Lass. Thrilling Ava's on retreat, Paddy Baxter a long way from them with Glades are popping, and also the favourite Sweet As Bro. Botany Liz has dived to the lead, and Botany Liz will score from. Thrilling Ava actually kicked back and ran second, and third to go by there was She's a Humdinger, and that'd be followed by Applause, who died on the run in a photo with Zamatis Lass. Back in the field then, Paddy Baxter didn't yelp at all tonight. Glad's a poppin' and Sweet as Bro, well, she just blew it at the start. Well, Botany Liz, she's beaten the Box 8 Hoodoo, and she's added to a pretty solid record around this track. The racing Megajet step well the inside from Botany Bears is followed out by Navajo Blue out wider and Homebush Ninja underneath that pressing forward. Corborn Gracie makes ground closer to the rail and Madam Ice settles back today. Compact field going into the back here and it's Megajet that leads by a couple of lengths and giving chase here is Botany Bears. The outside of that then to Homebush Ninja, Navajo Blue. Corborn Gracie still a job. It's just a question of whether she can find a path through this traffic. She starts to weave through now and Madam Ice is back last. Up to the corner they come and Homebush Ninja grab the lead. Corborn Gracie's trying to hunt it down and through on the inside to Megajet, but Homebush Ninja. McInerney for 4. Corborn Gracie second. Third to go by Megajet. Think Navajo Blue was just in front of Madam Ice for 4th. And Botany Bears is last. Homebush Ninja continues the excellent run for the McInerney team today in a 30 and 88. Corborn Gracie, she appeared to have her chance. She's run to second. She will make the final. And a racing, Colby Boy went up with the lids. Working Jewel came out nicely and gets across to the lead, but Homebush Ted's coming with it and Colby Boy's driving through the inside. Gets checked, another plane goes around the outside. Getting past beaten runners as Bowman and Nominal Lily gets back as they come towards the corner. Well back in the race too, Dogged Dennis on the corner here. And in front is Homebush Ted. Out wide is Working Jewel. Homebush Ted, another for McInerney from a Working Jewel, then another Rule, and that'd be followed across then by Nominal Lily, and Dogged Dennis was back with them. Well back in the race, we would have had Corborn, Wally and Bowman. 4 in a row, the McInerney team. 5 overall, and Homebush Ted gets his second ever win in 1826. The run home of 11-12. And a racing, Lola Baxter, a fair break, but straight to the lead here. Lagoon Fame put a couple on them. Chinese Star trying to cut across the face there of Lola Baxter. Up and around the outside here, we've got No More Laughter and Homebush Envy's in that ruck as well. Sam's Flan Norm getting past that. Further back, Homebush Bounce and Big Wonder. Up they come and Lola Baxter screams away and McInerney trains half the card. Chinese Star is second. Lagoon Fame third and then Sam's Flan Norm. That'd be followed back in the field then by No More Laughter, Homebush Envy, Homebush Bounce and Big Wonder. McInerney team do it with Lola Baxter. She managed to hold out Chinese Star, who was trying to come across her. She's pretty small, Chinese Star.